Good evening, students. Today we are going to discuss about the chapter Nationalism in Europe. So when we are going to discuss about the nationalism in Europe, these particular chapters deal with formation of nation states in Europe, coming up of democracy and republic. Let's look. This is a diagram given regarding the rise of nationalism in Europe by Frederic Sorreau, a French artist. To look how this sense of collective identity among the French people is expressed, that we look in the other slides. Let's, before going to start this particular chapter, let's look into the map of the Europe. So in this particular map of nationalism in Europe, you look in the particular map, it is already, you look, this is the Russian Empire, Austrian Empire, and your Ottoman Empire. This empire was ruling the smaller fragmenting states like France, Germany, Italy, UK, Greece, and Belgium. So let's look. Already you learned in class 9. Do you remember what happened in France? In the year 1789, ruled by the monarchy, then in constitutional monarchy in 1791, then republic in 1793, Directorial Republic in 1795, and monarchy under the Napoleon in 1804. Already these things we learned in the class 9 in chapter 1, that is the French Revolution. Let's look. In France, how are they able to create a sense of collective identity? The sense of the French Revolution and the idea of the nation. This chapter deals with, in France, as you would remember, was a full-fledged territorial state in 1789 under the rule of absolute monarch. The political and constitutional changes that came in the wake of the French Revolution led to the transfer of sovereignty from the monarchy to a body of French citizens. The revolution proclaimed that it was the people who would henceforth constitute the nation and shape its destiny. So what did it explain? It explained that it convert from the monarchy to republic to, after that from republic, it constitutes its own destiny. So let's look through that particular PowerPoint presentation how this sense of collective identity emerged in the France. Let's go to the PowerPoint presentation. So when we discuss about this particular sense of collective identity in France, you look the steps taken by the French revolutionary to create a sense of collective identity among the French. हम एक पर्टिकुलर जगह फ्रांस से सब लोग बिलोंग करते हैं, ऐसा फीलिंग्स लाने के लिए फ्रांस में सिटीजन के बीच क्या क्या स्टेप लिया गया था, उसी के दौरान हम थोड़ा सा ध्यान डालेंगे. The idea of La Patrie and Le Citoyen. La patrie means the fatherland, Le citoyen means the citizen. पहले जिनको सार और मैडम बोल के पुकारते थे, वो उनको क्या बोलते हैं? La patrie and Le citoyen, the fatherland and the motherland. Not only that, a new French flag was chosen, the National Assembly was elected, new hymns were composed and oath taken, martyrs commemorated. इंटरनल कस्टम ड्यूटीज एंड ड्यूज आर एबोलिश्ड. जो पहले जो रेस्ट्रिक्शन था, छोटा छोटा सा जो एरिया था, उस उनके बीच में एक रेस्ट्रिक्शन था, ट्रेड रेस्ट्रिक्शन, उसी ट्रेड रेस्ट्रिक्शन को भी हटा दिया गया. और वो ट्रेड रेस्ट्रिक्शन हटाने के बाद क्या हुआ, आपस में जो चलना घूमना फिरना बिजनेस के पर्पस में या नॉर्मल पर्पस में वो आसान होने लगा. और उसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे यूनिफॉर्म सिस्टम ऑफ वेट एंड मेजरमेंट वाज एडॉप्टेड. नॉर्मली जो कहीं पे ग्राम होता था, कहीं पे और कुछ होता था, वो सिस्टम को उन्होंने चेंज करके क्या किया, एक यूनिफॉर्म सिस्टम ऑफ वेट एंड मेजरमेंट वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. Whatever the regional dialects was spoken by them, that was discouraged and they were bound to speak the French language. उन्होंने अपने जो रीजनल डायलेक्ट्स बोलते थे, उसी डायलेक्ट्स को उन्होंने बंद कर दिया और बोला कि अगर हमको फ्रेंच बोल के प्रूव करना है तो हमको क्या करना है, ना हमको फ्रेंच बोल के प्रूव करने के लिए हमको पर्टिकुलरली उसी सेंस में फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज को हर जगह पे यूज करना बहुत जरूरी है। यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान लाना चाहता हूँ कि एक बार ड्यूक मेटरनिक ने बोला था, when France sneezes when France sneezes the rest of the Europe catches cold. It means the nationalism in Europe, this particular concept starting from the France. So let's look, these are the features taken by them to create a sense of collective identity. Again, I am reminding you, the first is the idea of La Patrie and Le Citoyen, fatherland and motherland respectively. A new French flag was introduced. Next is the National Assembly was elected. Next, new hymns were composed, oaths were taken by them, and except that whatever the duties and customs exist among the states, that was abolished. A new uniform system of weight and measurement was introduced, and finally they discoded the regional dialects and encouraged the French language. Next, look to the concept of Napoleonic Code. This particular Napoleonic Code is known by the term 1804. 1804 is known as the Napoleonic Code. Let's look to the feature of Napoleonic Code. So while we are going to look to the feature of Napoleonic Code, you look. The Napoleonic Code have positive impact as well as a negative impact. The positive impact is uniform law, standardized weight and measures, and common national currency. सबके लिए सेम लॉ, वेट एंड मेजरमेंट का जो ये पॉलिसी था वही वेट एंड मेजरमेंट सब जगह पे सेम था, कॉमन नेशनल करेंसी था. नेक्स्ट इज गिल्ड रेस्ट्रिक्शन आर रिमूव्ड. गिल्ड रेस्ट्रिक्शन आर रिमूव्ड मीन whatever the restriction was imposed upon the small states, these restrictions were removed. And जैसे ही restriction removed हो गया, the transport and communication system among the various states is easily spread up from one place to another place. They also abolished the feudal system. Feudal system means the freed peasant from the serfdom and manorial dues. जो slave का वार कहते थे, उसी particular policy को उन्होंने भी change कर दिया. Next is abolish the privilege based on birth. Already you learn in the French Revolution that when the clergy and nobility, the first state and second state people, they enjoy the privilege on birth. ये सबको किसने हटा दिया? नेपोलियन ने हटा दिया. And established equality before the law and secure the right to property. और उन्होंने क्या किया? सबको समानता का अधिकार देने के साथ साथ राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी का भी हक दिया. ये सब क्या है? पॉजिटिव इंपैक्ट ऑफ द नेपोलियनिक कोड है. और उसमें से हम अभी भी देखोगे राइट टू इक्वालिटी हमारे संविधान में है, राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी था आगे पहले फंडामेंटल राइट, लेकिन अभी एक क्या हुआ है? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट दिया गया है. और उसके बाद जो यूनिफॉर्म सिस्टम, स्टैंडर्ड वेट मेजरमेंट, कॉमन नेशनल करेंसी, वो आज भी एग्जिस्ट करता है. इसीलिए क्या है ना, जो फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन है that is very crucial for Indian also. Next, look to the negative reaction to Napoleon's rule. First thing is that forced recruitment in the French army to conquer Europe. After conquering the French area, right now the Napoleon Bonaparte was wants to conquer the area of the Europe, but this is not actually possible. Why? Because when he want to actually rescue all this area at this particular moment, the peoples are not ready for the forced recruitment into the French army. Next, during these times also the taxes means privilege on birth was abolished. As a result, the clergy and nobility classes having a negative impact upon the Napoleon Bonaparte, and the demerit was that because of the different war and because of the conquer to the Europe, so as a result of that the taxation was increased. This create problems among the normal people. So what we learned in the area conquered by Napoleon, the reaction of the local population to the French rule were mixed. One is positive impact and another is negative impact. Already we learned. So in the Holland and Switzerland, as well as in certain cities like Brussels, Mainz, Milan, and Warsaw. The French armies were welcomed as Avengers of Liberty. Okay, but this particular the liberty means freedom means these freedoms were being beckoned by equality before the law. All these laws were taken by Napoleon Bonaparte. So in this area क्या हुआ ना इनको एक हार्बंजर्स ऑफ लिबर्टी मतलब इन्होंने लिबर्टी लेके आ रहे हैं बोल के इनको हर जगह पे वेलकम किया गया था बट द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट but the initial enthusiasm later turned into hostility and Napoleon defeated in the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. और एक बार आपको याद दिला रहा हूँ 1804 का जो सिविल कोड था उसमें पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट भी था और नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट भी था कुछ कुछ एरिया में जैसे हॉलैंड स्विट्जरलैंड एरिया में उसको पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट मान के वो लिबर्टी का एक सिंबल है बोल के उनको वेलकम किया गया था लेकिन कुछ कुछ एरिया में लोगों में सेंसरशिप और ये सब पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी के लिए एक नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट आ गया था So let's look to the practice questions. Question number 1. Explain about the steps taken in France to identify sons of collective belonging among them. Second question. Explain about the features of Napoleonic Code. Question number 3. Napoleon took some reform changes in Europe but destroyed the democracy. Examine the statement. You have to write here the positive and negative impacts. At last, I would like to say our milestone are our mind imaginations. हमारा जितना दूर तक माइलस्टोन है कि हम वहां तक जाना है वो हमारा माइंड तय करता है सो स्टे एट होम स्टे फोकस्ड give more priority to your story and have a nice time nice day thank you for today